Hello, this is PG. Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm reviewing The Walking Dead, the definitive Telltale series. The game is available on PC and all major consoles. The Walking Dead is a narrative point-and-click adventure game developed by Telltale Games. It is based on the graphic novels of the same name and focuses on survivors of a zombie apocalypse. This edition features all 4 main seasons as well as the Michonne episodes, 400 days, and in total it amounts to around 50 hours of gameplay. Speaking of gameplay, let's get into it. Well, it's a narrative based game with a point and click style. You walk around the environments, you look for things to interact with, you collect things, you talk to people, you make choices, and it's the choices in these conversations that are the show-stopping moments. All conversations have got multiple paths and your choices matter. People remember what you said, what you did and how you acted under pressure, and this will change how they treat you. It's one of the few games that I've ever played where choices felt like they meant something, and the devs did a really good job of putting you in impossible situations where someone always gets screwed over. If you're the kind of person, for example, who tries to please everybody in life, you will hate this game because it forces you to make the tough choice. Someone is going to get hurt, someone is going to get killed, and it's going to be your fault. How do you feel about that, eh? Yeah, deal with it. It's more like... Do you know what? It's more like a 50-hour personality profile test than a game. And I'm sure the data of this game gets used somewhere along the line by an analytics company because it's really quite interesting, even for yourself, to play it, to see, are you kind, are you caring, or are you a little psychopath? After each episode, you get to see the percentages of what other people did. So that's also nice to see, are you a common type of person or are you a bit special, in inverted commas. So with a game about choices, it's made... or broken by the characters, isn't it? Thankfully, in that regard, The Walking Dead is well stocked. The characters are both believable, they're also well written. And when compared to most video game characters, they're just like night and day. They're so detailed. They feel like a real person when you're talking to them.
They took a trip and left me with Sandra. They're in Savannah, I think, where the boats are.
Where are you?
I'm outside in my treehouse. They can't get in.
That's smart.
And you'll probably recognise people that you know within the cast in terms of like personality types. But it's not all chit chat. There are some live action events that happen with quick time button presses, you've got puzzles, you've got things to work out, but it is the narrative and the story that really is the most enjoyable part. And it's a game for me with the best narrative in any game out there, with stories that you genuinely want to listen to and characters you want to get to know or kill, depending on your preference. As I said earlier, the whole series to play through, 50 hours or so that's a lot. It's a lot of play. Other features of this edition, you've got a really nice character viewer, if you want to have a look at the characters, their graphical models, you've got behind the scenes featurettes, you've got concept art, you've got a music player. This is like what a definitive edition should be. Visually, it's got this nice dark graphic novel style and adopts a sort of a darker feel than some of the other games. You can turn that off. The sound work is a 10 out of 10, amazing voice acting, fantastic music, oh my goodness. Okay, let's have a look at the verdict. The Walking Dead, the definitive Telltale series, is a wonderful collection of dark stories told via the masters of their craft, Telltale Games. The 4 main seasons are compelling, although season 3 for me was a bit of a divergence that really wasn't necessary. But aside from that, it's a fabulous collection of great games and one long story that's really an amazing experience. If you've already played it, is it worth revisiting? I would say yes, and it's a great package because you get the whole thing in one, and there's clearly a lot of time been spent on this edition. And if you want to relive the experiences of Lee and the delightful Clementine, this is the perfect game to do it because everything is in there. Great stuff. Okay, scoring The Walking Dead, the definitive Telltale series, I would give it 9.5 out of 10. Amazing games, and they're all in there, so it's not like it used to be where you had to download an episode one at a time. Everything's here. Enjoy. Okay, that's the review. This is PG signing off. Cheers.